Rideshare driving has changed a lot in the last 7 years since I started driving. Back in the good old days, there were less drivers, so there was more demand for you. The rates were higher, gas prices were lower. It was a lot easier to lease a car with unlimited miles, and the bonuses were like crazy good. Now, most of that's changed, and we're walking into 2023 with just this storm of economic heartache, okay? So in this video, I'm gonna share with you what we're looking at in 2023, and then I'm gonna offer you some solutions. And stick around, because I'll share with you what I think is gonna be the toughest challenge for those of us who choose rideshare driving as a way to make some extra money. Hey everybody, it is Jay Crater with the RideShare Guy. And a little background, we're coming into a big year, 2023. We just went through a pandemic, and that's still got some big impacts on our economy. So let's jump in and look at what's going to really be rocking our world, and then what are some solutions to get us through so that we don't really get impacted that much by what's going on in the macro environment. So number one, COVID is still having a major impact, right? So because of what happened with COVID, our economy has just been struggling with it, right? A whole bunch of money, cash was dumped into the economy and in the way of stimulus checks, and there were a bunch of supply chain issues, and now we're just dealing with it, right? And even right now in China, they've just recently changed their policy, and their cases are starting to go up. As you can see here, the U.S. News reports China's COVID-19 surge increases U.S. worries over possible new variants. So, it happened, and it may happen again, and that's a lot of what's causing what's going on in the economies, the global economy. Number two, we are looking straight down the barrel of a recession, right? This article by Finance, 5 reasons we should expect an economic recession in 2023. So what does that mean for us? Well, it means that a lot of people are going to leave the workforce, right? Because that's usually unemployment goes up during a recession. It also means people's buying power isn't going to be as strong. They're not going to have as much discretionary income. A lot of the savings that people had accumulated during the pandemic, they've now been spending. So it poses a lot of big problems. Number 3, and I think what's going to be the biggest challenge, is that people, because of the pandemic, people seem to have changed their relationship to work. And there are a lot of people that are quote unquote quiet quitting, and there are going to be a lot of people that are going to get laid off. What are those people going to do to make money? Well, a lot of people will find it very easy to jump in their car, sign up for Uber and Lyft and do a little bit of driving and make a little bit of extra money. That's not good for those of us who are the existing drivers, because obviously if there's more drivers, then it's going to be harder to get rides consistently, because you're going to have to take the pie, right? The pie, and divide it up amongst more people. So I think this is going to be the biggest challenge. And depending on where you work, like if you're in an area that has a lot of tech, those folks seem to be getting laid off quite a bit lately. That could kind of glut your market. So number 4, what are some solutions? Well, what I've learned over a long life is that there's always challenges and there's always problems. And for the most part, you just got to put your blinders on and do your thing. If you're a subscriber to the RideShare Guy's YouTube channel, you know what to do, right? You want to drive when other drivers won't be driving, right? That way you can keep your demand up. You want to focus and get those bonuses that are available, right? And you want to keep your expenses as low as you can and just go out and do it. And yep, there's always going to be challenges. And over my 7-year career, Uber and Lyft have consistently tried to change things to reduce the amount of money that they have to pay to the drivers. And we always adjust, we always adapt. So that's my recommendation. Let all that stuff happen, right? Barring another pandemic where you can't be driving because you're worried about your health, just go out and do your thing. And you know what to do because you're a subscriber here at the RideShare Guy's YouTube channel. That's my recommendation. Do what you know to do and let the world, don't worry about what's going out in the world. Know what's happening, but don't let it impact you, okay? Just know that it's out there, but just keep your eye on the prize and you'll probably attain it. So what are the key takeaways here? We went through a pandemic that wiped out like 2 years. The economy is going into a recession. China, it looks like they're going to have a whole bunch more COVID cases, and that's going to affect things in a whole bunch of different ways. And more people are going to be laid off or quitting, quiet quitting, and they may flood the market as Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. So that's the key takeaway. And my recommendation remains: let it all happen. You just worry about getting your passenger in your car, you taking them, you doing what you know to do, get the biggest tip that you can, and then go to the next ride, right? Sometimes it's just best to focus on the minutia and get as good at it as you can, get better at it than anyone else, and you're gonna be just fine, okay? So I wanna say thanks so much for watching the video. If you have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, go for it, subscribe. We bring out new content several times a week. Like the video, and I wish you good luck out there. Take care of yourself. This is Jay Crater with the RideShare Guy. Be safe out there. We do a lot of driving these 2-ton pieces of metal. I think about that a lot when I'm driving. And just take it easy and have a good time and enjoy yourself. Take care. Bye-bye.